So this is 2026.
This is the first show of 2026.
Wow. It's like it was just yesterday.
It's like we skipped Q4 and went straight to 2026. So a lot has happened since we've last talked. But the exciting thing today is that we are finally at Sunny Hide Up.
Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, we've been waiting for this place to open. It's been open for a while, and we've not come here to do the podcast yet.
No, and look around. It's the way they decorate it. It's kind of like at the retro 60s modern feel. I don't know what you call it.
It's really beautiful. Did you look at the menu, by the way?
I did not, but I did know they had divorced eggs.
Divorced eggs? We'll have some of those. We'll have 2 sets,
2
actually.
sets of divorced eggs, please. Okay, so think about this podcast. This last year, I was thinking about the fair when you bamboozled me into getting my face painted and you didn't get yours.
Sorry.
And then we went on the Ferris wheel and we were scared to death, even though we're
shitless, you might say. Yeah.
That's it. And the other thing that stands out is when we tried to go to the airport and Hector brought a knife.
I mean, it seems like there's a pretty good reason why we haven't tried to do anything for 4 months. So since then, we went to the CMA Awards in Nashville.
Yeah.
And we almost lost a producer on the way.
Yeah. Locked up. Hector had never been out of California. So he opened up with, hey, let me bring a knife to the airport.
Yeah, not a little knife. 5-inch blade? 7-inch blade. Great.
And a brand new pack of hair gel, a big old bottle.
Right.
Can't have that on. And it looked like a bag of cocaine,
right,
but it was protein.
Creatine? I mean, have you ever heard of the 3 strikes law? Because
it was so bad, it was hilarious.
It was, pretty bad. And then to add insult to injury, they kept his goldfish that he took for a snack because they're like, a knife, bag of cocaine, hair gel. There's probably exploding goldfish in this packet.
We're keeping these crackers.
Yeah. So that was on the way out there. So all of that, and then they're like, take off your boots. Yeah. And then they take off your boots, and so he's standing there barefoot with bad hair
because he's got no gel
and low protein at the airport.
Sunny Hide Up. It's beautiful. I love it. In fact, it's kind of where the old lamplighter used to be. It's switched. And it's good food, and they got a really cool bar, too.
All right, if we were coming to brunch here, I would get the charcuterie board, the brunch board.
Yep.
I would get chicharrones and guacamole and spicy linguiça and potatoes.
You kind of Graciela Morena that right there.
Did I really?
Yeah.
All right, and for you, I would order a breakfast salad, no dressing.
I'll have a taco. He almost did get on the plane. That was crazy.
Okay, so that's great. So we go to Nashville. We had a great few days, talked to a lot of our great partners. And then what happens on the airport coming back? What did they search on the airport coming back? Did they find another knife?
Yeah.
Found another knife at the airport coming back. The knife that they missed the first time because they were too busy expecting the goldfish.
But he said it was pequeño. It was a little knife.
Little knife. It's just a little knife.
It wasn't the
it's only a
Dundee knife.
It's only wafer thin.
That's right. Wafer thin.
And so they kept that one, yeah? All right. So they kept the creatine again.
Creatine.
Yeah, all right. So we get back and I'm feeling very vulnerable at the airport because our producer doesn't have a knife on him.
You know, how's he going to protect us? What's that saying? You don't take a knife to the airport?
That's the saying.
To a gunfight.
That's exactly, yeah. That's the so. Anyway, so that was just all in a 3-day period.
Right.
Yeah, that was good.
And so now we're back on our home soil.
We are on our home soil, but the ACM Awards in Las Vegas are coming up in May, and so I'm writing out a fact sheet for everyone who travels on that trip.
So we have to check his luggage before.
I say I'm writing out a fact sheet. I'm just printing some shit out from Homeland Security.
It says, don't do this. Oh, I got my real ID finally.
Whoa.
So I don't have to carry that Tabasco anymore. That used to get me through customs.
Fantastic. You've traveled more than anybody I know who didn't have a real ID. I mean, you traveled the entire United States without a real ID.
And I just kept going, oh, wow. But I have one now. So I'm a real person now.
All right. So now now you're going to start to have problems at every airport.
But my favorite though is they go, "How much do you weigh?" And I go, "Do you have a scale?" Nope. I go 7.
190. 190. Never had.
So I legally lost weight,
That's great.
and they can't verify.
This is Ella Langley with Gnarly Charley, Rick McNeil on 106.7 K-Jug Country.
The jacket she's wearing reminds me of my mom's hair right now, and I'm getting kind of
I
nervous.
bet your mom's cool.
Did you shoot her is what I'm worried about.
No. Did you? No, I didn't. No, this is,
That is very cool.
I actually don't know where it came from, so maybe we should ask my stylist. I don't
That's
know.
right. That's good. Well, Ella Langley's here, and if it weren't for the wind, what would we be doing here?
I don't know if I would be sitting here, I guess, if it wasn't for the win. I don't know. This year's been nuts, isn't it?
I feel like
Yeah.
you've defined the entire sound of the radio format right now. I mean, when I listen to the radio station and I hear you on it, it sounds right. It sounds real.
Thank you.
And, that's what we're always looking for, is something authentic to be playing,
That's just all, that's just what I've always been. And I think when I moved here, I just kind of early on was like, the best I can be is me. And I've been so consistent, the same person my whole life, almost annoyingly, and
Did you drive down Music Row when you first got here? And said,
I did.
One of these days.
Yeah, I remember.
One of these days.
And it's you dream about it. I've dreamt about it every single day. I was showing my manager a video of me. I was 3 or 4 years old, and I was showing him this one song I called the Angel Song and one called the Family Song. And I'm like, I was born with this planted inside of me. It's just what I was born to do, really.
I feel like it's a gift to know who you are.
It is. I've just always known it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just.
And to be open enough to share it with people, too.
I think that's what's important, I think, and especially in a time where there is so much fakeness and
Yes.
and computerized. Just to have something to hold on to that feels real is what I'm trying to give. And songs that, my favorite thing about music is giving people the words to sing when they can't find them to speak. And I know me personally, when I'm going through a tough time and I come across that one song that's like, dang, did they read my mind? And then I listen to it as many times as I can. Yeah.
Is who you are.
And so with me, I just think when it comes to writing songs, it's like I hate to say this, I don't really think about the fans when I'm writing the songs. I really think about what the song is about and who I am and just the story I'm trying to tell and whatever that may be.
Wow, we love that. You're one of the best things on the radio right now.
Man,
thank you so much for seeing us again.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Ella
for saying
Langley
that.
right
That
here.
was so sweet.
Just like that.
Bam.
Authentic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank y'all. That was awesome.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
Thank you.
All right, so that was November. Let's talk about October for a minute, Girls and Guitars.
Oh, that was so awesome.
Seems like a million years ago, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. And John Wayne's granddaughter stole the show.
Runaway June, Jennifer Wayne.
Yeah. And she was great. And the Devil went down to Georgia with the fiddle. It was just, there was so much energy at that show this year. It was awesome.
And we raised a record amount of money for the Kauai Health Breast Center. I think it was $27,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah, excellent. It was an excellent night. Now, Christmas came after that, and we did we're skipping right over the food drive. Christmas came right after that, and
So did everybody else.
and we had a great time doing Christmas wishes this year. And
Game changer.
Christmas wishes kind of brought us back to the core of why we do what we do.
I was told a lot of people, I said, that made my Christmas this year.
Yeah.
Because it's somehow I found the Christmas spirit by just going, this is what everyone's searching for. And seeing somebody that really just didn't have a chance to have a good Christmas, and all of a sudden, we're shopping for them.
Isn't that great? And we were there to see almost every single family that came in to pick up their Christmas wishes, and some of them brought their kids. I'll never forget how great it was. The little guy, Sebastian, throwing his arms around me, and he's 7 or 8 years old. He could almost reach all the way around me, but he gave me a big hug, and it was the best hug I had last year.
Well, and also the kids come in and they were like expecting 1, 2 presents. There was 9.
Yeah.
It was just like, and it just, to see the parents just, it melts your heart,
It was amazing. And we had a few people help that have never done it before, like Trisha Dean.
Yeah.
And Trisha and her friend wrapped almost all the presents with help from Michael Romero and Joanna and Lillian and someone else.
I tried, and they took it away from me.
I told him.
I can't fall. I don't know. It's just not my thing.
So Trisha was a little reticent to say this, but her friend gave none at all. She's just like, I'm like, if I really can't rap, she goes, you can try. And I'm like, I'm going to order a chili verde burrito for you.
Okay, you're back in.
That was it. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. And the other thing about it is that for so many years, it started with COVID. So for a few years, we would just hand out gift cards. And we actually got to go and shop at Walmart. We actually got to, for me, watch the gifts being wrapped.
Yeah.
And we figured out what we might do a little bit different next year. We might go shopping in waves, but the Grupetti Automotive family, Don and Shelley were they did this with great intent. And it was important to Don that we get back to the intent, which is getting the toys right in the hands of the children. And that happened this year.
Yeah, it was just, this is my first time that we got to do it this way. And it's a game change for me. It's really one of my best memories of the year.
Yeah.
It's just like, gosh.
So, and they pile up at the end of the year, so it becomes like just this big jumbled day after day. And it's, we run hard all year. And right about now, we are usually punch drunk.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Christmas doesn't help. Like, time off for Christmas doesn't help because then it's a different kind of busy. It's family.
And so we start off the year running, like, we're going to the Ag Show, the World Ag Expo. And
Right. It's just a few weeks away. It is just about 5 weeks away.
and then here we go. And, then we have our radiothon. And we have just these standard things that we always want to tweak it and make it a little bit better. And that's one of the things we have a lot of these meetings where we're like, okay.
And that's the plan. We've got a lot to accomplish this year, and it's going to be hard, but I think we can do it. One of the things we're working on right now from last year is, we didn't just, for our auction items for Girls and Guitars, we didn't just come up with, hey, 2 tickets to Eric Church at the Mid-State Fair. No, we're sending you to London.
Yeah, today you said, oh, yeah, we got to get them all hooked up. And I'm like, oh, they need to know what bangers and master means. They need
to figure out.
They need to know all the terms.
Okay, first, brace yourself. The Queen died last year.
Yes. And don't bring it up.
Yeah.
Kind of too early.
They're very sensitive about that.
And when you go across the street, force yourself to look the other way.
Look the other way.
We'll step right in the middle of a car.
And you will get,
Yeah.
We have never lost anybody on a K-Jug trip yet, and
Is there any wood we could knock on? Is there somewhere we need wood?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, so now 2026 is here.
All right, so we started with a bang. On the way over here, I got a call. Do you remember where I got a call from?
Yes, the funeral home.
Funeral chapel. So I called him on the way back. I was like, dang it, I forgot. We forgot. I forgot a piece of equipment. I was so mad. I got in the car, and I'm like, dumbass. I'll just return calls on the drive. So I called the funeral home back.
Great.
They want to talk to me about pre-planning.
Oh.
Of course. You knew it was going to be a marketing call, right?
Yeah.
Hi. First of all, let me offer my condolences for your loss last year. Oh, I'm sorry, the year before.
No, wait. They called you your dad's name, who has passed away.
Right.
That's what they opened up with.
This message is from,
hey, John.
from John.
No.
I'm like, nope, wrong number. So, but I had the conversation, and and it's probably better that it's been 15 months, because 15 months ago, I would not have been able to have the conversation. But today I had it, and I tried to make it as offensive as possible.
Perfect.
So she's talking about, we'd like to help you with pre-need, and I just tried to use as many similes and euphemisms as I could. And I'm like, no, I know it's an indelicate subject, but you never know how many shopping days you have left till Christmas, and so I really want to, and that didn't faze her, right? So she said, what we like to say is, we don't expect the worst, but we need to be prepared. And I said, yeah, you're right. When it's time to grab your chips and head to the cage, you need to be prepared for it. I couldn't come up with any more, though. That's the only 2 that I could come up with.
They always say you have your father's eyes in a jar up by the
Stop
mantle.
It.
Too soon.
15 months too
Well,
soon.
okay, today, when you left, I looked at one of my memories, and it's a video of me playing catch with my dad with a football. And I'm like going, oh, having a catch with dad. Didn't know it was going to be the last time. And then I made myself cry. And I go, oh, this is perfect. would feel good.
So that's one thing that I have, some clarity that I have after 15 months is that sometimes things are going to come up. I'm going to get sappy. I'm probably going to get weepy. And that's not something that goes away. That's the rest of my life.
Yeah, it's there.
That's okay. That's all right.
And it's not even a bad thing. In fact, I think if they know, and which I don't know if they do or not, they're probably happy about that. Like, oh, look, they still remember me.
Yeah, no one ever, it's true. No one ever dies as long as they're alive in someone else's heart, right?
Well, my friend Lori West, who passed away, and at the funeral, we were like going, because I knew her so well. She's like all us radio people, a little bit of ego. And we're going, she would love this right now because it's just all about her. It's true.
She would.
It's like, I think I would want to attend my own funeral. I'm thinking we should host ours. So, like, all of a sudden the screen comes up, and you're like, well, if you're watching this, why are you here?
You never liked me, and I never liked you.
And everybody look under your seat. We have a winner. If there's a star, if there's a K-Jug sticker,
You're going to join me next. You're next up.
come on down.
Come on down. All right.
Let's do this.
That's darkness. We need to go
all right.
back to the list of questions that we came up with a long time ago for this podcast.
All right.
And no wussing out on these. We got to answer them, and we got to answer them
truth,
honestly.
With honesty. Okay.
Do I get one burn? If I don't like it, do I get to throw
Yes.
it back? Okay.
Just throw it over your head.
All right.
And you didn't see it. All right.
Oh,
No, we're going with it. Oh, no.
oh, no, I'm burning that one.
Oh, see, now I want to know.
Okay. Tell me about a time
Oh, gosh.
you almost quit.
Well, I almost quit, and then I did quit. It was like, I said, no, I'm not going to quit. But then I went in, and
What radio station?
this was Froggy Country.
Yeah.
And they had these things called carts where all the sound effects and stuff were on. It was kind of tedious to make all those. And they had a thing called a bulk eraser. And I had over 150 carts. And that probably took me 20 hours or more to put all that. And I went and bulk erased them. And I go, I'm quitting now for sure because I don't know if I can do that. But
Saboteur.
I was like, you know what? I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, I can't go back from that.
No.
No. I knew a guy when I was at a big company, Clear Channel, who sent a note. Back in the day, you used to be able to send a note not just to a list of, like, everybody in the building, but there was a Clear Channel worldwide all. And everybody had access to that list. You could literally choose that list and send a note to every employee across the country, out of the country.
And everyone would get it.
Yeah, and a guy that I worked with quit by telling everybody the general manager was a bitch and she was treacherous, and he sent it to every worldwide employee, and then walked out.
Drop mic.
Yeah.
You probably get sued now for that.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, you can get sued for anything, but probably the best quit that I ever threw down. I wish I'd been a little more mature about it, but my boss, I was so ready to quit, and he had a surprise visit from his boss, and his boss was in his office, and I couldn't wait 20 minutes for that meeting to be over. I opened the door and said, "Hey, I just need to let you know I'm quitting. I'm not giving 2 weeks, and I'll show myself out." Ooh. And that was it. I don't think he really cared, and that was just goofy. You only do stuff like that when you're young and dumb.
Well,
right?
when I was in the Bahamas, I was told to not bother this person. Well, then he got a report that I did it, but it was before he told me.
Yeah.
So I went in there, and he calls me in his office, and I tell my friends, I'm going to record this. Right? So I bring my tape recorder. And then I realized they're firing me and sending me home. And because I knew everyone was going to listen, I had to get
You had to put on a show.
because I go, they're going to hear the tape. So I was like, yeah, well, you're dumb and your mom's stupid, or, whatever. But I was like, I go, oh, they're going to want the tape. I just remember performing for that because really nobody cares.
I mean, by that time you're burned. You got to do it.
You're done.
It's over.
And there's no story to fix this. They already got your plane ticket.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Dude, I mean, there have been many times, I think we can agree that we've both, many times in our career, reached down for a match while we were covered with kerosene,
Yes.
and it either went well or it didn't. All right, another question for the new year. What's the weirdest thing a listener ever gave you?
The weird
Herpes?
yeah, a disease. Okay, no, they used to give me Raiders stuff, like, but tacky, like they know that.
They knew you're a Raiders fan.
Yeah, and
You're
it
a
would be
Raiders
like,
fan.
what did you make here? What? And then I felt obligated to like put it somewhere, stuff like that, or pictures of me and them, and I'm like, cool. Oh.
So that doesn't, I mean, okay, so maybe the question, I should have thought of it in a different way. What is the creepiest thing that a listener ever gave you?
One of them drugged my coffee once. I was unaware.
Really?
Put some sort of something in my coffee, and I go, what is? She goes, oh, I fixed your coffee. And I go, oh.
It wasn't alcohol, it was a drug.
It was a drug, and I didn't sleep for 3 days. and I hated it. And I was so mad.
Did you think about calling the police on this person?
Yes and no, but I'm like, well, I'm just going to ride this out. I just remember going home and seeing my digital clock. Next hour, next minute. And it was horrible.
Wow.
And I had to go to school, and it was
You're just
bad.
like, let's just see where this train stops.
Yeah. But it made me never want to do any of that stuff. So, in a way, it was like help.
Wow.
But I didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
She just did it and thought I'd be down with it.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah.
It is actually awful.
She could probably go to jail for that, huh?
Probably so.
Statute of limitations?
There is none. I think us talking about it on the podcast resets the statute of limitations.
Oh, good. See, we
So-
brought it back.
All right, so what is this is, we're only 7 days into 2026, but do you have any goals for this year?
Well, a lot of my goals are self-fixing myself, things that I can control, like my weight, my attitude. Sometimes I get caught up with dumb, stupid gossip at the station that it really doesn't have anything to do with me, but it takes my focus away because I'm
Really? I've never seen this.
yeah, okay. Well, I'm just saying these are things that I'm well aware that there's a lot of stuff that I can fix.
You've mentioned the problem before, and the problem is that we egg each other on.
I know.
I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be negative today, but sit down. I got
Then
something
we're
to
the
tell
two
you.
guys from the Muppet Show in the balcony. we turn into those guys.
All right, so when you talk about the things things you want to work on about yourself, you have some goals. You'd like to be a better version of what you're bringing every day.
Well, and then kind of let's focus on that and let's improve from where we were, but in a logical way. Man, AI changed us this year. This is the year I would call it of AI, where we messed with it, learned things about it, and it's a game changer.
So a year ago, we were sitting in my office and we were talking about, okay, so this is the absolute truth. AI, people are using AI to further everything they do, and we are currently using it like it's a
Genie,
browser.
like a genie lamp.
Yeah.
Make a wish.
Make me a list of this, make me a list of questions.
How many times? Like
How many quarts are in a gallon? We using it like
Guilty.
Google, right?
Oh, yeah.
So this year you started using AI as a collaborator, which is what we really have to do, and I started too. Everything that I do runs through a filter, and the filter is first me, which is what is the best thing for the radio station, and the second filter is what am I not thinking of, and that's AI.
Well, and it's really, I think people that are super successful are super organized, and that's one of my faults. Well, this AI thing kind of keeps me focused. Like, okay, that's great, but now we're over here. This is what we're doing. You're the one that told me you wanted to do this.
Yeah.
And you can actually say, okay, you are in charge of my gnarly Charley brand. What should I do? And ask more questions about it. And it's daunting how big it gets.
Well, and that's probably part of the problem too, is that there are so many sources for AI for you to use. ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT pretty extensively. I use Google's Notebook LM to load sources and have it summarized for me.
Yeah.
And that's basically what I'm doing. Now, ChatGPT has all these models that you can install that interact with Canva, and other things, Excel, that'll make Excel work easy for you, but none of them work very good yet. I suspect they will improve very, very quickly, but none of them are great yet. Hector, you told me about something you use a lot. What is it? Rube Rube.app. RUBE.app. That's right. And I checked that out. And
Sure it's not Rub?
I'm pretty sure it's not Rub. There's an app for that, though.
I'm sure there is.
I did dig into it and started looking at it. I didn't dig in very far, though. But that is your main go-to, right? Yeah.
So it'll tell you where to hide your knives if you're going to the airport.
It'll give you a TSA list of priorities. But so that's the problem. Really, that's it in a nutshell. Actually, is that it's not fully integrated in everything that we do. I would love to have one model, and that's maybe not the way AI is set to work. I would love to have one model that I go to for everything, but I can't.
But it feels like it's growing. It's like alive. And like.
So Microsoft is very smart. If you want a summarization of your Outlook Exchange or your Outlook email, well, you've got to use Copilot.
Yeah.
If you want a summarization or interaction, a lot of interaction with your Gmail, the best is going to be from Google, and so on and so forth. And so if you want integration with Soros, it's going to be ChatGPT. So, I mean, it's the Wild West out there, but it's free market. And
well, it's funny when they're just wrong and you know they're wrong, and then oh, that's right, and I'm like, yeah, I just told you this.
Yeah.
And so you can't just rely on everything they say.
No, as a matter of fact, I push back a lot and I say, that doesn't sound right to me. And immediately, within a nanosecond, Donkey turns around and says, you're right to catch that. Okay.
Job.
Why didn't you catch it?
So like when you want to go to the doctor, get your kidney fixed or something, I got you. I'll just have ChatGPT talk me through it. Lay down, Rick. Let me do some minor surgery.
First, get a scalpel. Well,
get him in a bathtub.
So here's the problem. I always feel like there's something just out of my reach. Like somewhere, somebody is telling their AI model, I need an appointment for the doctor, and then it spits back your appointment time.
Right.
And it makes it and spits it back to you.
We're all getting personal assistants.
And somewhere, somebody is doing the same thing, except the AI model is also submitting to their insurance for pre-authorization or approval to go to a specialist or whatever you need. All that is, it just feels like there's so much that's just beyond my reach.
So one of the reasons I never want to be a pilot, because most of the reasons people die, it's pilot error. There's like 19 things. And I have trouble with my car, let alone going, I will forget to, I don't know, put the flaps down. I don't even know. It's like, I will kill myself.
There's a checklist.
There's a checklist,
though.
And I do not trust myself.
And there's another guy in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so there's a reason for that.
I'm like, I don't trust myself. I have told stories that I found out were wrong that I've been telling for years. And but I swear I remember it this way.
Yeah, me too. I do that too.
Like,
it's because we're storytellers. And again, we've said this a million times. The thing you cannot let stand in the way of a good story
it's the truth.
Is the truth, right? But the story's better this way.
Well, and I have relatives that are very close, like maybe the one that gave birth to me, that loves to correct things that don't matter. What is it, Sears when I was a kid? No, it was Mervin's. Okay, it was Mervin's.
It was Mervin's, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
like, it doesn't matter.
That changes everything.
And I love my mother.
Yeah. Okay, Mom, it was Mervin's, and now, since it was Mervin's, the story's no longer appropriate.
Yeah, so it's done. We're out of that.
Joyce?
All right, so one thing that happened recently, MTV is gone.
I cannot believe that. I remember the day that MTV signed on.
Video killed the radio star?
With who is that, the Buggles? No, it's...
yeah, is it the Buggles? I think it is.
Video killed the radio star. First video played on MTV. I remember the guitar riff. I remember the rocket taking off. I remember, and it's done. MTV is shut down. We lived through the entire era and the death of it, and it's over.
I just remember when it was so edgy and cool. And then when you see the graphics now, you're like, oh, that's so 80s or 90s. I don't know.
Right. Remember how cutting edge the Dire Straits Money for Nothing video was?
And had cartoons mixed in with it.
Yeah. Video did make the radio star, though, not kill it. Video made Madonna. Video made Michael Jackson.
Well, I was talking to Buck Owen before he passed, obviously, and he was like, people didn't know what we looked like. He goes, and he was on Hee Haw, but he didn't like, that was his sellout years, but it was different. You didn't know who they were until video came out.
Yeah.
And it was like, then we knew all of them.
Right. And I think it's safe to say the video did make the radio star, but video did also kill a few radio stars that were not maybe camera ready.
It's true. It was hard to be ugly and be a star when video came out.
That's right.
Ah, sorry, man. You got to get your teeth fixed.
Those people should have been in radio instead.
Hey, jacked up teeth. You're done.
Yeah.
Bring in Keith Urban.
Hey, speaking of that, we talked to a lot of great people at the CMAs this
Yeah.
year.
Ella Langley. She is as big as she is. She's always down to earth and nice to us.
So it's been like 2 months, but I still remember the thing that she said that affected me most. She said, it's important to me as long as I have a chance. I'm grateful to have the opportunity. I think the way she said it was to sing the words that people can't find the words to say.
Yeah.
And I thought that is the best thing that I've heard this year.
Yeah, that's good.
That's really great. Ella Langley, you don't know what to, because she has kind of a tough exterior. You don't know what to expect, but you can spend 10 minutes with her and decide that her heart is as big as Texas.
And I think one of the things, she went from kind of knowing who she was to, you got 2 number ones now, and people know who you are, and there's pressure on that.
Yeah.
And not just that, like I remember Gretchen Wilson, when she started, she came from a bar, and all of a sudden she has 60 people that depend on her for employment. And now you're a CEO of a corporation, and it's a big change.
Yeah, it's a big deal. A lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah, and you don't want to let everybody down. And then a reporter's going to say something you didn't like, and then you're going to get labeled as a bad interview.
So Chris Jansen said something about that, what it's like to be in industry once you have just not your family to take care of, but maybe some other people to take care of who depend on you. You want them to, and Dylan Carmichael's gone through the same thing. You want them to be loyal to you and work with you, but are you on the road enough to support that, to where they can be okay? Dylan's gone through one of the best guitar players that I know, Jason Harris. He needed just a little more work than he was getting, and so he's gone. He was at our Girls and Guitars, actually.
Yeah.
But he needed to go, needed to be on the road more than he was.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like, and then we rotate. Our lives just keep going. Like, God, we've been together now almost 2 years. You and I working together, and it feels like it's getting better and better. Oh, it does. It does. It feels like every year, and we're not easy on ourselves. We want it. We know it's not perfect, and we know,
So I think, and we were talking about this a little bit yesterday, I think what I love about working with you and what makes me look forward to 2026 is that you're exactly right. We know it's not perfect, and we know that every day we're not going to try to be perfect, but in the long run, we're always going to be trying more to do better than not.
You can't be like, okay, we figured it out. We're good.
Yeah.
You gotta always be going. We could have done this.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm a little too much of that. You're like, okay, we're gonna focus on this.
We had a great brainstorming session yesterday that was Charley let all the goats out of the pen, and I went around with a rope and tried to get them back in.
Yes, and it was beautiful.
It was perfect, right? That's what we do.
I love it.
Right. And sometimes there's always going to be, there always needs to be the person who says, hey, stop, the goats are getting out. And there always needs to be the person to say, open the pen, see what happens. I think that's why we work well together. That's why.
That's true.
I think that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
No, this is it in
I
a
want
nutshell.
the goats out, and you want to bring them back. That makes perfect sense.
All right.
All right. We're going to fix all this in post.
Hey, here's what I love about 2026. All of our shows are very, very close to being booked. We've got offers out. We are going to make the free concerts this year. They're going to be elevated. It is going to be a great time, and they are all going to be live bands. In the past, we've had people come and play acoustically, and that is great, and it was fantastic for as long as we did it. This last year, everybody was a full band, and it was amazing.
I think it's harder for the artists to do that. And when there's a full band, they feel like they can goof around more.
Yeah.
It's more.
And just the energy, right?
Yeah.
So that felt really good in 2025, and I think 2026 is going to be great too. It is January 7th. We've already got an offer out for our act for Girls and Guitars. And that is something in 2026 that we are going to blow up. I mean, the last 2 years, we've raised over $20,000 each year for the charity. This year, we are looking to bust that just blow it out of the water.
I love it. And it's for a great cause.
Yeah. Kauai Health Breast Center. Kauai Health has been a great partner to us. And this year, they had an opportunity they took over the auction.
Yeah.
And handled a lot of stuff that always ends up being a lot of paperwork for us. I'm so glad they did it.
Yeah, it was great. I love it.
Yeah.
2026. Here we come. We're going to fix that in post too. 2026.
Hey, can I just say one thing before we wrap up?
Yeah.
So Christmas wishes, we thought it was amazing this year. It worked out really well. Can I just say that Bob and Sandy Galswick, I lost track of how many Christmas wishes they sponsored this year, but they improved the Christmases of so many families this year because they're like, yeah, we'll do this many. Oh, wait, let's do this many. Well, why not? Let's do this many.
Smoke and barrel.
Yep.
And they're awesome.
Yep.
And goodies, cookies, and cakes.
Absolutely. I just want to shout them out. They're good folks. And they paid it forward to a lot of kids this Christmas.
And they don't even, without people even knowing, that's not why they're doing it. So
All right.
That's great.
First podcast of 2026. Have we got a big enough mess to fix and post?
Oh, it's in the books official.
All right.